Do you have these top 3 most ultra-rare and valuable coins worth thousands that are highly coveted by coin collectors, both extremely rare and highly sought after? These 6 valuable coins that could be hiding in your change the next time you rummage through your spare change for laundry or your morning coffee. Keep an eye out. The 2000 Virginia quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, celebrating Virginia's history with a design featuring 3 ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, symbolizing the 1607 founding of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America. Minted in Denver, Mint mark, this quarter has various error varieties that can add to its collectible value. Notable errors and value for the 2000 Virginia quarter. Clipped planchet error. This error involves a portion of the quarter being clipped off due to improper cutting of the planchet. Value. Depending on the size and visibility of the clip, these can be worth between $20 and $100 or more. Die crack or cut error. Die cracks and cuts can appear as raised lines or blobs on the coin where the die fractured or broke off. These are commonly seen along the rim or through parts of the design. Value. Minor die cracks may add only a few dollars to the value, but a substantial cut could be worth between $50 and $500. Off-center strike. Off-center strikes result when the planchet is misaligned with the dies, causing part of the design to be missing. The value is higher when the date is still visible on the coin. Value. Minor off-center errors may be worth around $100 to $300, while more dramatic ones with visible dates can go from $100 to over $1,900. Missing clad layer. This error occurs when one of the nickel layers on the coin's surface is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. This usually appears on one side of the quarter. Value. Missing clad layer errors are highly collectible, and they typically range from $500 to $200 based on the extent of the missing layer. Double die error. A double die error can appear on the text or parts of the design if the C. Werowan's die received multiple impressions. For the Virginia quarter, look closely at phrases like e pluribus unum or Virginia for doubling. Value. Depending on the prominence, double die errors could fetch anywhere from $20 to over $100. General value of the 2000 Virginia quarter. In circulated condition, a regular 2000 Virginia quarter without errors is worth its face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated or high mint state, MS, condition, it can be worth around $1 to $5. Quarters with well-defined errors, especially those in uncirculated condition, are generally valued much higher due to their rarity in collector interest. The 2000 South Carolina quarter is another coin from the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, featuring South Carolina's state outline, the Carolina wren, state bird, yellow jessamine flower, state flower, and the sabal palmetto tree. Here's a look at the history, common errors, and values associated with this coin. History of the 2000 South Carolina quarter. This quarter was minted in 2000 to honor South Carolina as one of the original 13 colonies, highlighting symbols unique to the state. It was produced in both Philadelphia, Mint mark, and Denver, Mint mark, with millions of these quarters released into circulation. Notable errors and values for the 2000 South Carolina quarter. Clipped planchet error. Like other quarters, a clipped planchet error on the South Carolina quarter can vary from small clips to larger segments missing from the edge. These clips are usually quite visible. Value. Depending on the size of the clip, these quarters can sell for $50 to $1,000 or more. Die crack or cut error. Die cracks and cut errors can be seen on some 2000 South Carolina quarters. A die crack appears as a raised line or jagged mark, while a cud is a larger, often rounded area resulting from a piece breaking off the die. Value. Die cracks, if minor, usually add modest value, around $30 to $50, while significant cuts could be worth $50 or more. Off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin is misaligned with the die, leading to part of the design being cut off. Off-center strikes are particularly valued and the date is still visible. Value. A minor off-center strike may be worth around $50 to $200, while a more dramatic off-center error, with a clear date, can be valued from $200 to over $1,000. Missing clad layer. In this error, one of the coin's clad layers, typically on one side, is missing, giving the affected side a copper appearance. Value. Missing clad layer errors can add significant value, with prices ranging from $500 to $1,200 depending on the extent of the missing layer. Double die error. Some 2000p South Carolina quarters display doubling on letters or design elements. Look closely at United States of America or E pluribus unum for any doubling effects. Value: a double die error could fetch between $200 and $1,300, depending on the prominence of the doubling. General value of the 2000p South Carolina quarter. In circulated condition, a standard 2000p South Carolina quarter without errors is generally only worth its face value of $3. In uncirculated or MS, mint state, condition, it may be worth around $3 to $5. However, quarters with unique errors, especially those in high grade, can command premiums as noted above due to their collecting. The 2002 Tennessee quarter, part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, is a popular coin due to its design featuring a trio of musical instruments, a guitar, trumpet, and fiddle, symbolizing Tennessee's contributions to country, blues, and jazz. However, there are certain error coins from this year that collectors find particularly valuable. Rare errors and value of the 2002 Tennessee quarter. Clipped planchet error. This error occurs when a piece of the coin's edge is missing because the blank planchet was improperly cut from the metal sheet. It can vary in size from a small clip to a large missing section. Value. Depending on the severity of the clip, values can range from $100 to over $1,000. Double die error. A double die error results when the design is struck twice in a slightly different position, causing a doubling effect. For the Tennessee quarter, look for doubling on the text or on parts of the design, especially the words E pluribus unum and Tennessee. Value. A strong double die error can be worth around $200 to $500 or more, depending on the strength and location of the doubling. Die crack or cut error. Die cracks happen when a die begins to fracture and leaves raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Cut errors, a type of die break, occur when part of the die face breaks away, leaving a raised blob on the coin. Value. Die cracks may not add much value unless they are large and prominent, typically $20 to $50. Cuds, if significant, can fetch $50 to $250. Off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin is not correctly aligned with the dies during the strike, causing part of the design to be missing. Value. Minor off-center strikes may be worth around $200 to $500, but if the coin is more than 10% off-center and still shows the full date, it could fetch $1,100 or more. Missing clad layer. Some 2002 Tennessee quarters were struck with one of the clad layers, usually on one side, missing. This makes the coin appear copper on one side. Value. These errors can range from $100 to $950, depending on the size and location of the missing clad layer. General value of the 2002 Tennessee quarter. In circulated condition, a standard 2002 Tennessee quarter without errors is generally worth its face value, $5. In uncirculated or high-grade condition, it may be worth about $5 to $30. Error coins in uncirculated condition, however, command much higher premiums due to their rarity and collectability.